get my... And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do. We all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back. Telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, y'all gon' make...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we begin a triple-header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Strap in the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Let's go. Great. Ready?
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's J.K. Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
32. White. Beetle blue. Red, cycle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
He's to the 15.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 55 yards.
And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Right 80.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he goes out right around the 39. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here we go. Right 80.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He's a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Gun.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
11 MT tank.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Brown is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, set. Kick chop, 17. 6, mega. Set.
They'll drop to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The rookie from Nebraska looking sharp on that one. First down.
On the set. And the Broncos first down.
Set, hut. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive was very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Here we go. Side. 180. What is that? 11 mighty. 11. Side.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's got it to about the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Gun. Side. 11. Side.
Now it's Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Down. Yellow. 22. 22 needle. Hut.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready? 2nd and 9.
10 cycles.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And a nice pickup there. Gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. In motion left, the tight end.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
180. What is that? Stop.
They defer to Brown to start the drive.
And hard running's going to get it over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get set. 11 M.
No.
180.
Kill, turn up.
Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space.
Here we go.
And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Right back to Brown.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
180. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut. 180. What is that? Cut.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ready?
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
32.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Ready. 50 green. Check,
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Let's go now. 45. White. Hut.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
60 red. 60 red.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Gun. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go. Fight 60. Yellow. 43. Striker. Check. Striker. Striker. Ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. Then if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Let's go. Check. Hunt.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. Black cut.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Blue striker. Set.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Right back to him on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Green jack.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready. 50. 43 rail. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
White 80. White is hot. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now a 2nd and 2.
11, 11, 11. Gun.
41-yard line.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 54-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
They give it to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's second and 10.
Let's get set. Wide 80.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down and 8.
Gun.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, you got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Red, 38. Ball red.
He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Going to be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go. 12, 12, right 80, 11, 11, 11.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Here we go. 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
3rd and 2.
Watch out, man. 50. There we go. 33. Yellow. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. They'll run up the gun with Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go. Here we go. 50. Yellow. 22. Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Aaron Browning. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
15 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On 2.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. 11, Tommy. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Burrow going to keep it himself. And again, he's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 30, Broncos 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
33, yellow.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10.
Come on, set. 10 flat, set.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Close, 10. Ready. 8, 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Finding Knox there, complete.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
38. Yellow. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dawson Knox from 13 yards out. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, good move. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
12. Here we go. Sahad.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Let's go now. Cut.
On the handoff, Harvey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Field, black 40. Black blue.
They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10.
Ultra.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready?
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now second down and a few inches.
Here we go.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, Denver.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
22. Claws red.
He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have yet again retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Pushing it. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Set, ready, set.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready, set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play.
Out of my way.
Get out of my way.
Out of my way.
Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation. Nation.
Moses. You don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. You can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel.
switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my true first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like youngest, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
Yeah. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, got us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as a divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, got us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
Damn, I feel like the son of Sam. Don't make me wet. Had dick,
try to snatch these pics wanna blow my